Pleasure, we present to you our most mysterious and miraculous tale, a stunning example of you will witness acts of and a climax, ladies and gentlemen, a climax justly famous throughout the civilized world. Not now, later. Our tale today concerns the firstborn son of Charlemagne and is entitled Pippin, His Light and Times. But before we begin, let me assure you that what you are about to see today is the true life story of Pippin. You see, there have been many misconceptions about Pippin. One, that he was... But I beg you, cast all previous misconceptions aside and accept what we enact for you today. The life of Pippin begins. Pippin, as a child, had a tremendous thirst for knowledge. Immersed in these pursuits, the years passed by quickly, and Charlemagne sent Pippin to the University of Padua.
And the faculty of the university granted him the special title of Scholar of the House.
Pippin replied to this offer with his very own deeply moving words. He may be a little nervous. This is his first time playing the role.
Excuse me. Could I have some more lights, please?
Well, he's not that nervous.
Thank you. Gentle tutors, respected members of the faculty, I'm very grateful for the knowledge that you have given me, but I'm afraid what I'm looking for can't be found in books.
And Pippin made a promise.
I promise not to waste my life on commonplace, ordinary pursuits. You see, I know there is
something fulfilling, completely fulfilling.
Yes, that's it, something completely fulfilling, and I'm going to find it. I don't know where it is or where I'm going to go, but everything has its seasons, everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill, children fit in the snow. So why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit have their lightning, nightingales have their songs. Don't you see, I want my life to be something more than long. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky. So many men seem destined to settle for something small, but I won't rest until I know I've had it all. So don't ask where I'm going, just listen when I'm gone. Far away and hear me singing softly to the dawn. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Not bad for your first time. Journey, journey to a spot exciting, mystic and exotic. Journey through anecdotic review. The royal court of Charles the Great.
The first day I was home from Padua, my father sent me a horse. The second day, he sent me a falcon. The third day, I went hunting, and on the fourth day, he finally came himself.
Enter Charlemagne.
This part is to be portrayed by an actor of enormous power.
A giant on the battlefield and in the bedroom.
Well, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Well,
No.
Well, how did things go in Padua?
Very well, sir. Some of my tutors actually.
Good. I'm a great believer in education.
And yet you have become the most powerful man in the world without it.
The most powerful man in the world. Pippin, don't exaggerate. What about the Pope?
I rank you ahead of the Pope, sir.
Well, I happen to agree with you. But the world I grew up in was simpler. The sword solved every problem. Tomorrow is for you.
But it's still today.
But for how long? Pippin's sunrise and sunset are similar, but not identical.
Enter Louis. Pippin's half-brother and, after Pippin, heir to the throne. Addicted to the physical, Louis loves weightlifting. Louis loves wrestling. But most of all, Louis loves Louis.
Well done, brother.
Well done. That was magnificent. Did you know this arm slew 20 Frisians last year? And it's going to slay even more Visigoths.
Wait, you mean you're going to war against the Visigoths?
That's the next one. It's going to be a glorious campaign. No, those Visigoth women. I don't mean to shock your bookish sensibilities.
Oh no, I'm only shocked you're interested in women now.
Enter Fastrada, Pippin's stepmother. Devious, crafty, cunning, untrustworthy, but a kind and wonderful mother. Dedicated to gaining the throne for her darling son, Louis.
Louis! Mommy has a surprise for you. Surprise!
Oh, thank you, Mother. Look at this.
Isn't it a beauty?
It really is beautiful.
Welcome home, Pippin. My darling.
Can you imagine how I'll shine in the sun?
Yes, my dear, you look beautiful. Doesn't he, Charles? Pippin, stand up straight. Didn't they teach you posture at Padua?
I failed posture.
Look. Notice how straight Louis stands.
Oh, yes, he's a real straight stander, no doubt about that.
Look how I shine! Ha! Visigoths!
We're so proud of Louis, aren't we, dear? Oh, my darling, before I forget, the royal treasurer has informed me that I'm overdrawn on my allowance account.
You're overdrawn again!
Oh, no, my lord. Please don't be angry with me. You know how confused I get about money. I am, after all, just an ordinary housewife and mother, just like all you ordinary housewives and mothers out there.
You know, sometimes I wonder if the fornicating I'm getting is worth the fornicating I'm getting. Well, son, now we can have our talk. How have things been going with you?
Not very well, actually. There are a lot of...
Welcome home, son, welcome home. I'm so glad to hear there's nothing wrong. Welcome home, son, glad you're home. Will you be staying long?
Well, that's actually what I wanted to ask you about. I wanted to ask you...
Welcome home, son, glad you're home. Well, I've got to go, it's almost noon.
But Father...
Welcome home, son, glad you're home. We'll talk again soon. Keep busy while you're here. Why don't you take that horse and falcon I got you and go hunting?
Very good idea, sir. Thank you.
Oh, Pippin.
Yes, sir?
One more thought I would impart is...
Do, sir.
I may blush, but I'll be frank. Home is where the heart is.
Thank you, sir. The preparations for the Visigoth campaign were reaching a peak. Marksmen tested themselves against the butts. Swordsmen tested themselves against each other.
It stings! It stings! Oops! My bad!
The panoply of war was being assembled, the sights and sounds of glory in the air.
Glory!
And what am I doing? Nothing.
Sword, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were a warrior.
No, I'll keep it.
But you're not one of us.
But I'm Prince Pippin.
Who?
Prince Pippin, and one day I'll be king.
You don't say.
Oh. I think I'm going to talk to my father.
And a giant in the bedroom.
O great leader, blessed by God, sent to us from heaven to protect us from the infidel,
What is it?
I beseech you reduce my levy of foot soldiers, cattle, and wheat due to a famine.
Denied. Next.
But sire, my cattle are dying and my fields are barren.
Denied.
But sire, that's unjust and tyrannical. I object!
Take that man away and hang him!
What are you doing? Put me down! You can't do this! I'm not a man! You don't have the right!
Next.
Okay, leader, blessed by God,
bullcrap again! Out! Out! Everybody out! Council is dismissed!
But Father, wait.
Yes.
I know what I want to do now.
Good. Good.
I want to be a soldier.
What?
Yes, I want to join you in your campaign against the Visigoths.
Denied.
But that's not fair. You're taking Lewis.
Yes. That is because Lewis is an ideal soldier. He's strong. And stupid. You, on the other hand, are educated.
But I'm your oldest son, and that means one day I'll be king. And fighting wars is a very important part of being king, is it not?
Fighting wars is the most important part of being king. I mean, after all, the Pope and I have dedicated our lives to bringing Christianity to the entire world, even if we have to kill every non-believer to do it.
See, that's what I mean. You're dedicated to something, and I want to be dedicated to something too, with all my heart and soul, and whatever it is, I want to do it as well as I possibly can. Otherwise, my life won't have any meaning.
Oh, so you want your life to have meaning?
Yes, I do.
Well, that's very ambitious of you, Pippin. Denied.
Goodbye, Father.
Where are you going?
I'll find myself another war.
Pippin, stop. You're determined to do this, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Very well. Get yourself a decent sword and come along.
Yes, I'm a soldier.
No! Don't cut yourself.
Ah, yes, me, a soldier. Finally, a chance to be a part of something important. A chance to use my sword, my arm, maybe even my blood. Glory! Glory!
Gentlemen, be seated. Map. Well, gentlemen, it's been a long, hard march. This is where we are, here. Tomorrow morning at sunrise, we go against the Visigoths!
Ah, Visigoths!
Pippin, sit down.
I'm sorry, Father.
Well, gentlemen, the main factor in tomorrow's battle is the terrain. So look at the map. Study it. Remember it.
Father, why can't we just go out there and slaughter them?
You spoke, Pippin.
Well, I was just saying that since we're braver and stronger and have God on our side, why can't we just go out there and kill at will?
War is a science, Pippin.
Well, that takes half the fun out of it right there.
There's plenty of fun when you win!
Yeah!
War is a science with rules to be applied, which good soldiers appreciate, recall and recapitulate before they go to decimate the other side. Now, gentlemen, this is the plan for tomorrow's skirmish. The army of the enemy is stationed on a hill, so we've got to get them down here, and this is how we will. Our men in the ravine, that's the area in green, will move across the valley where they plainly can be seen, and the enemy in blue will undoubtedly pursue, for that's what you depend upon an enemy to do. And then... And gentlemen, and then...
And then the men go marching out into the fray, conquering the enemy and carrying the day. Hark, the blood is pounding in our ears. Jubilations, we can hear a grateful nation's cheer.
Pippin! Sit down immediately!
Sorry, Father, I just got carried away.
Now, where was I? Ah, yes. War is a science, a breeding ground for brains. For though I cannot write my name, the men whose pens have brought them fame write endless paragraphs explaining my campaign. Our soldiers marching through the lead, they will mount a charge and meet us at the point I've labeled B. The bowmen on the hill, that's in yellow on the map, will leave their post and join the rest and fall into our trap, and will cut off reinforcements and retreat of any kind, bearing principles of enfilade and defilade in mind. And gentlemen,
and then the men go marching out into the fray, conquering the enemy and carrying the day. Hark, the blood is pounding in our ears. Jubilations, we can hear a grateful nations.
Pippin! I will not caution you again!
I'm sorry, Father, it won't happen again.
Now, because of you, I have to speed the whole damn thing up! I'll endeavor to explain what separates a charlatan from the Charlemagne. A rule confessed by generals, illustrious and various. The pompous as a Pompey, as daring as a Darius. A simple rule that every Roman learns by heart. It's smarter to be lucky than it's lucky to be smart. And if the fates feel frivolous, and all our plans they smother, well, suppose this war does shrivel us, there'll always be another. Yeah. And gentlemen, and then... Now, Pippin, now!
And then the men go marching out into the fray, conquering the enemy and carrying the day. Hark, the blood is pounding in our ears. Jubilations, we can hear a grateful nations. Cheers!
Pippin! I find your attitude disturbing.
Sorry, Father, it's just all this talk of enfilade and defilade and...
Pippin, the Visigoth king across the valley is talking about enfilade and defilade too. That's the way it's done. Now, I always like to spend my nights before battle praying, and I would like my two sons to join me. Oh God, we who fight in your name and in the name of your Son, ask victory in combat tomorrow. Give us the power to butcher the infidel, that the righteous may flourish upon the face of the earth.
Father, is the Visigoth king praying for victory too?
Oh yes. O King Alaric is one of the best prayers in the business. Louis, Pippin, it's time.
You're going to be very proud of me, Father.
I will try not to disgrace you, sir.
Very well. Follow me.
Battles, barbarous and bloody. Glory, glory. Glory, glory. Praise be to Charles our Lord. Triumphant is his sword.
God and me.
I killed at least 25 of them, Father.
Yes, you and Pippin both did very well. Now we rape and sack.
Yeah! What?
Oh, yes, it's required. We also have to sing. That's absolutely essential.
And then the men go marching.
Fall
out
to, gentlemen.
the fray.
Eat, drink,
Conquering
rape. Give
the
thanks to God
enemy
for the
and
victory He has
the
granted
day.
us.
Conquer blood is pounding in our ears.
Jubilation.
We can hear a grateful. Suppose it's too late to wonder who this man was.
It's a little late. But, as long as you're interested, I'm a common man, a Visigoth, a good, very good man.
You're also a very lucky man. You've had the pleasure of dying in battle for your king.
My words fail me.
You know, dying in a glorious battle like this, you'll certainly go to Valhalla, or wherever you infidels go.
Certainly. My king has assured me personally, but all this waiting has got me a little edgy.
This wasn't your first battle, was it?
No. My third.
Well, then maybe you can answer my question. How did this battle compare to the other two you've been involved with?
Well, unless you die, most battles are pretty much the same.
I was afraid you'd say something like that.
Pippin! Where are you? We're celebrating!
Oh, well, I hope you get to Valhalla.
And I hope you go to heaven.
Oh, I will.
Pippin, this is embarrassing! A victory celebration and my own son not joining in!
Well, Father, you'll just have to get used to celebrating without me. I thought there'd be more plumes. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Well, I'll sing you the story of a sorrowful lad. He had everything he wanted, didn't want what he had. He had wealth and pelf and fame and name and all that noise. He didn't have none of those simple joys. His life seemed purposeless and flat. Aren't you glad you don't feel like that? Well, he ran from all the things he'd done. He ran from things he'd done. He ran from himself, which is mighty far to run. Out into the country where he played as a boy. He knew he had to find him some simple joys. He wanted someplace warm and green. We all could use a change of scene. Sweet summer evenings, hot wine and bread, sharing your supper, sharing your bed. Simple joys have a simple voice that says, why not go ahead? And wouldn't you rather be a left-handed flea or a crab on the slab at the bottom of the sea? The man who never learns how to be free, not till he's cold and dead. And wouldn't you rather be a left-handed flea or a crab on the slab at the bottom of the sea, or root on the root of a banyan tree than a man who never learns how to be free, not till he's cold and dead? Sweet summer evenings, sapphire skies, feast in your belly, feast in your eyes. Simple joys have a simple voice that says life is living's prize. And wouldn't you rather be a left-handed flea or a crab on the slab at the bottom of the sea, or root on the root of a banyan tree, or feed on a twig in Galilee? The man who never learns how to be free, not till the day, not till the day, not till the day, not till the day he dies. Enter Birth, Pippin's grandmother. Warm, strong,
Still attractive.
still attractive. Charlemagne's mother, exiled from the court due to a personality conflict with her daughter-in-law, Estrada. But she now lives in the countryside where she enjoys those sweet summer evenings, sapphire skies, feast in her belly, feast in her eyes, simple joys.
Birth!
Oh, Maynard, I cut my finger.
Birth!
Yes? Who is it?
It's me. Pippin.
Pippin. Pippin! Oh, Pippin! I can't believe it. Oh, how good it is to hold you like I used to when you were little. Do you remember that, Pippin?
Why, of course I remember. That's why I came here.
Oh, Pippin, you look so terrible.
Oh my God.
You need some fresh air, some good food, some frolicking.
Grandma, you haven't changed a bit.
But you have, Pippin. Now, something's the matter. What have you been doing with yourself?
Well, I went to war.
No wonder you look so terrible. Men and their wars. You know, sometimes I think men raise flags when they can't get anything else up. But, Pippin, what's wrong?
Well, I have been searching and searching for something meaningful to do with my life, and I haven't found anything, so I feel empty and vacant.
Empty and vacant. Now, Pippin, you listen to me. You're going to hear something very wise. Don't take life so seriously. Just take things as they come. Don't do too much planning, and don't do too much thinking. How's that for wisdom so far?
Well, frankly, I was expecting a little more from you than that, Grandma.
Oh, it'll sound better with music. Hit it! When you are as old as I, my dear, and I hope that you never are, you will woefully wonder why, my dear, through your cataracts and catarrh, you could squander away or sequester a drop of a precious year. For when your best days are yester, the rest are twice as dear. What good is a field on a fine summer night if you sit all alone with the weeds? Or a succulent pear if with each juicy bite you spit out your teeth with the seeds? Before it's too late, stop trying to wait for fortune and fate you're secure of. For there's one thing to be sure of, mate. There's nothing to be sure of. Oh, it's time to start living. Time to take a little from the world we're given. Time to take time, for spring will turn to fall in just no time at all.
See, it's time that I'm worried about.
Now, Pippin, you sit down and don't say another word until I'm through. I still have 3 more choruses to do. But you can join in if you'd like. And that goes for all of you out there too. But just the choruses. The verses are all mine. I never wondered if I was afraid. There was a challenge to take. And I never thought about how much I weighed. There was still one piece of cake. Maybe it's meant the hours I've spent feeling broken and bent and unwell. But there's still It gives me a month to get ready. Now I could waylay some danger away and persuade him to play in some cranny. But it's hard to believe I'm being led astray by a man who calls me granny. Okay, this time when I say everyone, I mean everyone. Okay? Are you ready? Yeah? Come on, I want to hear it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's time to start living. Time to take a little from the world we're given. Time to take time, for spring will turn to fall in just no time at all. Oh, it's time to start living. Time to take a little from the world we're given. Time to take time, for spring will turn to fall in just no time at all. And when the drearies do attack and the siege of the sads begin, I'll throw these regal shoulders back and lift these noble chins. Here is a secret I never have told, and maybe you'll understand why. I believe if I refuse to grow old, I can stay young till I die. Now I've known the fears of 66 years. I've had troubles and tears by the score. But the only thing I can bring them for is 67 more. Oh, it's time to start living. I would like to take this last one all by myself. Oh, it's time to keep living. Time to keep taking from the world you're giving. You are my time, so I'll throw off my shawl. And watching your flames be flung all over makes me feel young all over in just no time at all. Remember that, Pippin.
She's absolutely right. It's time for me to start living and stop worrying. Maybe that's the secret, just to enjoy the simple things in life, like the fresh air, cool, clean water, fresh fruit right off of the...
Sex. Presented pastorally.
Oh yes, women. My days are brighter than morning air, evergreen pine and autumn blue. But all my days were twice as fair when I could share my days with you. My nights are warmer than fire coals, incense and stars and smoked bamboo. But nights were warm beyond compare when I could share my nights with you. To dance in my dreams, to shine when I need the sun. With you, to hold me when dreams are I could share my nights with you.
Come on, Pippin.
We have more for you, Pippin.
Pippin, come on, Pippin.
Enough! That's enough. Leave me alone.
Boy, when you frolic, you really frolic, don't you? Well, how do you feel now?
Empty and vacant. Oh, there's gotta be something I can do with my life.
Hey, you just started. There's so many things you can try.
Like what?
Like taking a look at this.
Hey, look at this. Oh, I can't believe that. My father would never just slaughter people for protesting. That can't be true.
Now, would a newspaper print anything that wasn't true?
My father can't just tell people what to think.
Well, why not? He's the king.
I don't care. People have the right to speak out freely.
Well, there's no doubt about that.
Well, something should be done about it.
You're absolutely right, Pippin.
I'm finally beginning to see my father for what he really is. He forces people to fight and die over land that doesn't even belong to them.
You know what, Pippin? That's right.
I think it's time for change.
It is time for a change.
People need to dedicate themselves to creating a better world for all of us.
Testing.
Peace and justice must be restored to the
great land. The tyrant must be overthrown. Terror and bloodshed must be brought to an end.
You said it!
We need a leader with the vision and courage to sweep out the old order and create a better world for all of us.
Yes!
Down with Charles! Up with me!
Yes, you can!
Yes, we can! Yes, we can! Yes, we can! Yes, we can!
Terrible. A son speaking against his very own father in that way. Why, I'd rather be drawn and quartered than to think I was any way responsible for what happened next. Word had come to me that Pippin was holding meetings of a treasonous nature. In fear of my beloved husband's life, I decided to bring Pippin's activities to his attention. Pippin is disloyal to you, my lord.
Every son is disloyal to his father at one time or another, milady.
But Louis loves you, my lord.
Louis is a jackass, milady.
Despite this rejection, I took upon my tiny shoulders the task of effecting a rapprochement between two men for whom I felt deeply. Back in my younger days, if things were going wrong, I might sulk, I might pout. Now I know if I just pitch in and do what's right, things will always work out. And if we all would spread a little sunshine, all would think before we strike, we all would be a little closer to the world we like.
Mama, if Pippin kills father,
You'll be next in line for the throne, darling.
but what if father discovers Pippin's plot and executes him?
Oh, you'll be next in line for the throne, darling.
Mama, no matter what happens, I'll move up.
Yes, darling.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, but my lord, you always feel so much better after your yearly prayer.
I do, don't I?
I sought out Pippin. Your father loves you, Pippin.
Peace and dignity for all is far more important than the love between one father and one son.
Still, your name will be on his lips when he prays at Arles next month. Alone.
He prays at Arles next month alone.
Alone and unguarded.
What date?
The 15th.
What time?
When the cock crows. Pippin, I beg you to bring this estrangement to an end.
I intend to.
Well, may I tell your father of this resolve?
Oh, no. Let it be a surprise.
A surprise! I love surprises. Your intentions make me very happy, Pippin.
Fastrada, you've been a great help to me.
What sweeter words could a mother hear? I know the parables taught in the holy book. I keep close on my shelf. God's wisdom teaches me when I help others, I'm really helping myself. And if we all would spread a little sunshine, all would lend a helping hand, we all would be a little closer to the promised land. It later occurred to me that Pippin might be trying to harm my Charles. I decided to warn him.
Well, I'm off to Arles to pray.
Goodbye, my lord. Oh, my! In the hustle and bustle of my lord's departure, I completely forgot to warn him. Events move so swiftly, it's hard for a simple woman like me to keep up. But I know that one day soon, I'll be able to say what every mother wants to say. My son, the king. I am, after all, just an ordinary housewife and mother, just like all you ordinary housewives and mothers out there. Intrigue plots to bring disaster.
The chapel at Arles.
It's all right, Father. You may come in.
I'm sorry to disturb you, my son. I know how you like to pray alone.
You know who I am, Father.
Of course, my son.
You want something from me, perhaps. A favor? Advancement?
No,
Then what?
I came to be with you for a moment, to touch you, to look into your eyes.
And what do you see?
2 eyes, a little cloudy with age, a sunset,
What else?
terror and bloodshed, the death of thousands.
You see that in my eyes.
Do you deny it?
Deny it! I'm proud of it! I brought order out of chaos! If terror, blood, and death were necessary to create that order, then so be it!
Those are words from the past, my son. Time has passed you by.
And your time has come, my son?
Yes, Father.
It's easy from where you stand to judge the things that I have done. But when I marched, the dust of the road was in my nose. And when I fought, the blood of the enemy was in my eye. I sank in the mud on the shores of Volga. I drowned 2 legions in the Vistula. Eagles, ospreys, even vultures had a better view. From the heights, all things are very clear. Birds float on the wind, but by God, I blew my breath across a continent and shaped an empire with it.
Bravo, Charles! That was beautiful.
Oh, did you like it?
I loved it. They all did.
Well, thank you so much. So, you think you could do better than I?
Yes, I do. I have to.
Well, if you really believe that, there's only one thing you can do.
Thank you, but I brought my own.
Then use it. Or go. Leave me to my prayers.
What do you pray for, Father?
Strength. And may God grant you the same.
Why won't my hand stop shaking when all the earth is still? When ancient ghosts are waking, so many steps need taking, so many plans need making. I think I will. I think I will.
Your Majesty,
King Pippin. Your Highness.
King Pippin.
Morning glow starts to glimmer when you know winds of change are set to blow and sweep this whole land through. Morning glow is long past due. Morning glow, fill the earth. Come and shine, for all your worth will be present at the birth of old faith looking new. Morning glow is long past due. Oh, morning glow, I'd like to help you grow. We should have started long ago. So, morning glow all day long, while we sing tomorrow's song.
And now King Pippin, Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, is prepared to hear petitions.
Come ahead. You will all be dealt with fairly. My invitation extends to high and low alike.
Sire, I am a poor man, a peasant.
You may stand. You may all stand.
Thank God Mickey's were killing me.
Thank you, sire. I am a poor man, a peasant. I own not 1 millimeter of the land on which I worked so hard on all my life. Is that fair?
No, that's completely unfair. But I will do something about it. I hereby decree that from now on, all peasants shall own the land they cultivate.
King Pippin the Just.
Sire, now that you've given all of our lands to peasants, we loyal nobles have no source of income. Therefore, we can no longer pay taxes.
Well then, I abolish taxes.
King Pippin the Generous.
You realize, sire, with no taxes, you'll have no money to support an army.
Well, that's all right. We don't need an army. That's it. No more taxes, no more army.
King Pippin the Peaceful.
Hey!
Sire! It is my duty to inform you that the infidel Hun is attacked in the east. He has destroyed 3 villages, raped hundreds of women, and tortured and murdered thousands of your royal subjects.
Can he do that?
He has, but he will withdraw on one condition.
Well, that's very reasonable. I'm certainly willing to make some small concession. What is the condition?
He demands your reproductive organs on a pike staff.
Oh! Well, then I guess you'll just have to go out and butcher the infidel.
But sire, I have no more men to wage a campaign. I have no more money for supplies. I have no army.
Good point. Excuse me a moment. Nobles,
Yes, sire.
do you remember that decree I made a little while ago about land and taxes? That's off.
You mean you want me to pay taxes again and raise an army?
That's right.
But sire, without land, I have neither money nor power over the peasants.
Good point. The peasants, I hereby suspend land reform.
Suspend land reform? You mean give it back?
That's right, give it back.
Up thine, sire!
Take that man away and hang him!
Not again!
Oh, wait a moment. Just give me a moment to think, please.
Darling, you're a natural-born ruler. You're doing so well. Now, just a quick word about my royal allowance.
Deny! 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 Deny!
King Pippin the Unpopular.
Get out of my chapel! I want to pray!
Ray, you're the king! What in the world would you pray for?
Strength.
Well, is there anything else you'd like?
Yes, I'd like to give my father his job back.
You want it? You got it!
Wait, what? I'm sorry, Father.
That's all right. Just don't let it happen again.
Well, damn it! Nothing ever turns out the way I want it to. I'm getting old, very, very old, and I still haven't found anything meaningful to do with my
Well,
life.
then maybe it's time
Time for what?
for the finale.
What's going on? What is this?
Think about the dreams you planned. It's the finale, Pippin. Now think about the moment that's so close at hand.
Think! That's what I need to do. I need to go
Oh,
think.
Pippin, no. Stay here for the finale.
I have to go think.
It's okay. He's just not ready yet. It's going to take a little longer than we planned. You better get Catherine ready. We're going to need her. Ladies and gentlemen, we promised you a finale justly famous throughout the civilized world, and you're going to get it. We've got magic to do just for you. We've got miracle plays to play as we go along. Trust me, our way.
Gotta find my corner of the... Gotta find my corner of the... Ugh.
There you are. How's it going? Anything you need? Whatever you like.
I'd like some peace and quiet to think, if you don't mind.
Look, Pippin, you may not believe me when I tell you this, but things are going exactly according to plan.
They are?
Of course they are. You look frenzied. You look frazzled. Peaked as in out. Flushed and rushed and razzle-dazzle. Dry your lips. Damp your scalp. Now I can see you're in a rut in disarray, and I'm not one to butt in, but it's a fact I must say. If you take it easy, trust a while, don't look blue, don't look back. You'll pull through in just a while, 'cause you're on the right track.
On the right track.
Take it easy.
On the right track.
Easy, son.
On the
Take it easy.
right track.
Easy,
On
son.
the
Take it easy. Why be flurried?
fluster.
Keep those
Hopes aloft.
keep cool as custard.
Trying hard.
Stepping soft. There's no trick to staying sensible. Despite each cul-de-sac, 'cause each step's indispensable when you're on the right track.
On the
Come on, Pippin.
right track.
Take it easy.
On the right track.
Easy, son.
On the
Take it easy.
right track.
Easy,
On
son.
the
Take it
right
easy.
track.
Pippin jumped back into life with his usual zest. He tried art, the creative life, and he was pretty good at it too, but What he found was...
You gotta be dead before you find out if you were any good.
Next, he dedicated himself to the church. He sought God in the highways. He sought him in the byways, until he finally cornered him in a huge cathedral. But what he found was...
So the church isn't saving souls, it's investing in real estate.
Many when things get dank will feel their grip. Though we stay, tranquil spirits high, pulses low.
But what I've left behind looks trifling. What's ahead looks fragile. Am I doomed to spend my life lingering on?
Lingering on,
Lingering on,
lingering
I'll never find it! Never, 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 never! Ugh.
Easy, honey. You're on the right track. Enter Catherine. Enter Catherine. Where is she?
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't get my eyelash on.
That's okay. We'll try it again. Oh. Enter Catherine, a lovely young widow with a large estate.
When I first saw Pippin, he was lying on the side of the road. He looked so exhausted and lost. You'd almost swear he was dead. I should have passed him by, but there was something about him. Something about his foot. So I said, pick him up, put him to bed, see that he's bathed and clothed and fed. You may ask, how could I foretell that he'd clean up oh so very well? But it was no surprise when I raised my eyes and there he was. The man had obviously lost the will to live, so the first thing I had to do was get him interested in something. Something to restore his faith in life. Something like me. Pippin, I'm sure there are many things you'd like to know, aren't there?
No.
Oh, good. My name's Catherine. I'm a widow. I have a son. I own this estate. I'm your average, ordinary kind of woman. Competent and neat. Life and treat others is nice. You meet often, I know. At least once or twice every challenge. I was determined to somehow pierce his dedicated apathy. Now I found that no man, no matter what his condition, can resist the fun and energy of a growing boy. So I sent my son Theo to him.
Enter Theo, a lovable boy and his lovable duck.
Pippin. Pippin. Say hello to my duck.
How do you do? Guess his name. Augustus. Wrong. It's Otto. You're not very smart.
No, but I am smart enough to know that a duck belongs in a pond and not in my bed.
Bite me.
Obviously hopeless. Pippin, what's the matter with you? You've been lying in his bed for 7 days now.
It is nothing you could possibly understand.
Well, give me a chance. Try me.
All right. I have been searching and searching and searching for something meaningful and fulfilling to do with my life, and I have found nothing. So I am in utter, abject, complete despair.
Oh, and that's it? Oh.
Yes, that's it.
You may think what I did next was a little underhanded. Pippin, let me tell you something about despair. I loved my husband very much. The years we spent together were the happiest years of my life, and then one day, he was struck by fever. When I felt his hand go cold in mine, I too felt my life was over. I was overcome by the deepest despair, and I took to my bed for 5 days. But on the 6th day, I got up. There were things to be done, an estate to be run, a boy to raise. Well, would you look at that? I think he's really moved. Pippin, this is such a large estate, and I'm all alone, and there's a lot of work to be done. Don't you think you could please help me?
Hold it, hold it. You're supposed to read that line naggingly.
But he touched my hand. They don't normally do that.
I don't care where he puts his hand. You'll read that line naggingly.
Pippin, this is such a large estate, and I'm all alone. Don't you think you could please help me? Just give me a hand, Pippin. There's so
All
much-
right. Anything to shut you up.
Well, Pippin was finally out of bed and working, and slowly he became part of everything, part of our everyday lives.
How often do we do this?
Every day.
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day. That's just exciting. Did you say something?
No.
I know that look. That's the look of a widow with a son and a large estate and no one to sit at the head of the table.
For a while, Pippin didn't show much enthusiasm for his work. But as time went on, he showed no enthusiasm at all.
Well, what are you looking at?
Nothing. Oh, Pippin, there is something. The roof on the chicken house has sprung a leak, so we
Wait
can
a
get to
minute.
that tomorrow.
The chicken house?
The day after tomorrow.
Patch in the roof and pitch in the hay. It's not my idea of a perfect day when you're extraordinary. you think about extraordinary things. I'm not the type who loses sleep over the size of the compost heap. When you're extraordinary, you think about extraordinary things. Oh, I once knew a man who lived each day the same, safe and sane and swell. When they told me he died, I couldn't cry. All I could say was, well, how could they tell? Well, looking at life from deep in a rut may give you a view of the sunshine, but it's unnecessary for someone who is very extraordinary like me. If the floorboards are squeaking and the doorboards are leaking and the chimneys in need of repair, if the garden has brambles and the yard is in shambles, well, I'm terribly sorry, but I don't care. I've got to be someone who lives all of his life in superlatives. I'm extraordinary, I gotta do extraordinary things. The fact that I'm special is easy to see, so why doesn't anybody see it but me? Extraordinary, I need to do extraordinary things. Give me my chance and give me my wings, and don't make me think about everyday things. They're so secondary for someone who is very extraordinary like me. That's it. I'm out. I'm leaving.
And then Theo's duck got sick. Yeah. It's very sick.
Pippin. Otto. Thick.
I'm so sorry, Theo. That's rough.
Pippin, it's the first time he's come to you for help.
Could you look at him?
Please, Pippin.
Look, Theo, I don't know anything about ducks.
Pippin, just try. Now say something hopeful.
This is a very sick duck, and there is nothing I can do for him. Sorry, pal. Oh my god, Theo. Wait, there is something I can do for him. Come on. Kneel over there.
It was like a painting, man and boy at prayer.
God, I know this is going to sound so ridiculous, but this boy loves this duck. His breath has ebbed, his pulse is low, his feet are webbed, but even so, you must know that although our tears are poised to burst, we've kept our faith strong through the worst. We haven't cursed our luck or run amok. To prayer we've stuck. Please reward our
Pluck.
Pluck and say
sunset, the duck died.
Theo, I'm so sorry. Look, we can go down to the pond and get another duck.
I don't want another
Oh my
duck.
god. Oh my god. Why did the damn duck have to die?
Oh. And then, an interesting thing happened. Theo plunged himself into monumental despair, while on the other hand, Pippin, the Prince of Despair, dedicated himself to raising the boy's spirits.
Hey, Theo, we're pitching some hay down at the fields and we could use another good man. You want to help give us a hand? Another time, maybe.
Pippin showed remarkable persistence. When one thing failed, he tried another.
Theo, I've got a surprise for you. Turn around. 1, 2, 3.
It's not a duck. Dumbass.
Did I say it was a duck?
Well, most men would have given up by now, but Pippin showed amazing perseverance and tried yet another way.
Theo, look what I found for you. You try. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. It's my fault. I just forgot.
It's been a long time.
You know,
Yes?
it'll be better
Next time?
next time.
Listen, I think we're gonna skip part of this. Nothing much really happens. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a whole lot of that. But the seasons changed as they always do, and the days are filled with those everyday things. Seeds to be sown, fences to be mended, and finally, of course, a love song to be sung.
Sitting on the floor and talking till dawn.
Candles and confidences.
Trading old beliefs and humming old songs.
And lowering all defenses.
Singing a love song. La 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 la. Love song. La 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 la. Private little jokes and silly pet names.
Lavender soap and lotions.
All of the cliches and all of the games. that's true of anything, it's true of love. 'Cause how can you define a look or a touch?
How can you weigh a feeling?
Taken by themselves, they don't mean much.
Together they send you reeling
Into a love song. La 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 la. Love song. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Close your eyes,
Why?
because I have a surprise for you. Come on. Now, no peeking.
I usually don't like surprises.
Well, you'll like this one.
Can I open my eyes, please?
Now you can. Quinn's pudding flambe. Oh, I haven't made it in years, but I thought that for this special occasion,
What special occasion?
1 year ago today, you arrived here. So Theo and I thought we would celebrate with a little party. So I made this, and Theo made you a new flute. Oh.
Here.
Oh, Theo. It's beautiful. I really don't know what to say.
Well, let me say something then. In the year that you've been with us, a lot of water has flowed under the dam, and I just want to say
Over the dam. Water flows over the dam.
I'm sorry, I'm a little
Yeah, I
confused.
can see that. Try sticking to the script, okay?
Okay. In the year that you've been with us, a lot of water has flowed over the dam, and you've come to mean a great deal to me, and to us, and to our very ordinary lives. And I just want to say for me and for Theo that we're glad you're here. And now, well, now we have so many great years ahead of us. Isn't anybody going to eat my pudding?
I am.
It's really good.
I've got to go.
Pippin, what's the matter?
I have to get out of here.
I don't understand.
I just can't stay here.
Why?
Because this isn't enough. Life is more than ducks that die and leaky roofs and flaming quince pudding.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure, and I'm not going to be stuck doing the same damn thing every day.
And night?
Don't you see? There has got to be something more than this.
Maybe there isn't anymore.
I know there is.
I loved my husband very much, and the years we spent together were the happiest years of my life. And then one day he was struck by fever. What's my line? What's my line? And then when I felt his hand go cold in mine, I too felt my life was over and I was overcome by the deepest despair. And I took to my bed for 5 days, and on the 6th day I got up, there were things to be done.
Spirit can
And
run
that needs to be run.
free.
A boy
Gotta
to
find my...
Could you hold the lights for a minute? Thank you. I guess I'll miss the man. Explain it if you can. His face was far from fine.
What are you doing?
But still I'll miss his face and wonder if he's missing mine.
You don't have a song here.
I do now.
should sing anymore.
But there were other days when he was really even worse. Some men are heroes, some men outshine the sun, some men are simple good men. This man wasn't one, and I won't miss his moves, his gloomy solitude, his blunt, abrasive style. Please don't get me wrong, he was the best to come along in a long, long while.
Well, Pippin, I guess you finally realized what we knew from the beginning.
What's that?
That your search for meaning and fulfillment was doomed from the start.
Nothing ever turns out the way you think it's going to.
It's all flawed in one way or the other.
Isn't that the truth?
Nothing has been completely fulfilling. Now has it, Pippin? Has it?
No. I guess there is nothing.
Wait a minute. There is something.
There is? What?
The only completely perfect act in all repertoire. The finale.
Now?
Now!
That was the finale. That was just a stupid trick.
Well, when he does it, it's just a trick. But when you do it, it'll be for real.
When I do. Wait, you want me to... wait a minute.
You will step into that flame, Pippin.
Become part of the flame.
Be engulfed by the flame.
Become flame itself.
And for one moment, shine with unequaled brilliance.
And in that flame, you will become a glorious synthesis of life and death.
And life again.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the great Pippin in our grand finale, justly famous throughout the civilized world.
Stop that! If this finale is so spectacular, why don't one of you do it?
Cause Pippin, we are just your ordinary, run-of-the-mill people. Hell, we are nothing. But you are an extraordinary human being with extraordinary aspirations and dreams. You deserve an extraordinary climax, an unparalleled finale, complete fulfillment, perfection. Like the sun blazing in the sky, the sun at its zenith.
Come on, Pippin.
Think about the sun, think about her golden glance,
a giant bird that soars to the sea. And if I'm never tied to anything, I'll never be free.
What the hell are you doing out here? Pippin?
Going.
Stop this nonsense! Coward! Compromiser!
Compromiser! I wanted magic shows and miracles, mirages to touch. I wanted such a little thing from life. I wanted so much. We never came close, my love. We nearly came near. Never was there. You think it was here?
All right, Pippin. You'll see what it's like without us. Take out the set. Everything out. Colored lights out. Pinks and reds out. Costumes, get their costumes. And their makeup. Look around you, Pippin. What do you see? Is this what you want? Is this the way you want to live?
I wanted crimson gold and lavender, a shining parade.
Look at the mole on our face, Pippin. You want to spend the rest of your life with a woman with a mole?
But there's no color I could have on earth that won't finally fade.
And the king, do you know how much he's going to cost you?
I wanted worlds to paint and costumes to wear.
No costumes, no makeup.
Never was there. Always was here.
And no magic. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for our inability to bring you the finale that we promised. It seems our extraordinary young man has elected to compromise his aspirations. But I know there are many of you out there, extraordinary people, exceptional people, who would gladly trade your ordinary lives for the opportunity to do our one perfect act, our grand finale. And we'll be here waiting for you anytime you want us. Why, we're right inside your heads. And we promise you sets, lights, costumes, magic, and a short but spectacular career. Hey, everybody out! Take out the rest of the lights. Orchestra, pack up your things. Let's go. Take your damn hands off that keyboard. You try singing without music, sweetheart.
I wanted magic shows, miracles, mirages to touch. I wanted such a little thing from life. I wanted so much. We never came close, my love. We nearly came. It never was there. It always was here. Rivers in long they can ramble. Eagles belong, but they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my